Look, there is nothing wrong with looking good. There's nothing wrong with being healthy and strong. The question is, are you willing to put in the work? Are you willing to put in the work? You see, for most people, they will come up with all kind of excuses. I don't have the gym membership. I don't have the money to get a membership. I don't have the equipment. It is too cold outside. It's raining. All these different things, that different excuses that men come up with, men and women, not just men, that people comes up with so that they won't put in the work. They don't want to put in the work. So guess what? They come up with all these different types of excuses. For most people, when they get to a certain age, it's like they don't want to take care of themselves anymore. It's like, okay, I got married now. I have a family. A business is doing well. I mean, I got money in the bank. So it doesn't make any sense. I just try to look good and do all these different things because I've got what I want. But you got to understand that your health is the most important thing, because if you don't have this, how can you drive and enjoy the wonderful car that you like? How can you go up and down the stairs in your house and see the different places and see the views, especially if you're living on the lake? How can you go out with your family? But I want to share with you something that you can use on the inside and does not cost you anything, but just buy the bands, which we call the resistant bands. You just buy them, bring them home, and you can use them. You have no excuse. I mean, you don't have to, even if you don't have an office, you can use it at your front door. You could use it anywhere. You see this? This is part of the resistant band package. This is the part that goes in the door. It goes in the door, anywhere close to the hinges, and that so that it will have that support as you pull. It goes under it, you put it in from the outside, and this piece right here is the one that you want on the inside. So I'm going to show you how to do that in a minute. And then you put this piece right in here. You slide it through that. And now you have those two handles, and then you have this piece inside the door that you can pull. So check this out. You put it in, you slide it up and hold it, then you close the door, lock the door, make sure no one's coming in so that they don't know that you're working out at that time. You want to make sure that the door is closed. You don't want no accident. You slide that through the handle right there. You slide it through that loop right there, and then you have the two handles available. I double up on these because I wanted more resistance. One is a 50 pound. They're all are rated differently. One is the 50 pound. The black one is 50, and the red one is 30. It gives me more resistance. I like to feel a little pressure as I exercise. And this is what anyone can do at home. And watch this. All you got to do, grab both hands, move back so that you have enough leverage. And when you pull, I like to move back enough so that when I pull, I'm feeling the resistance. I'm feeling the pressure back there. And this is what you do. I usually do them in sets of 20. If that is not enough resistance on it, I back up a little bit and I pull. I do them in sets of 20. And then I twist my arm straight side, straight side. I pull it right and touch my chest. So if you're looking for a good workout and you think you don't have the time to go outside, it's too cold, here it is. Buy you some resistant band. Invest in some resistant band. And you don't have to do as much as I do, but you can do what you can. And I promise you, you will get a good workout. Your heart rate increases. A healthy heart is a healthy body as well. It doesn't take much. So many times we stop taking care of our body because we look at ourselves like, I got everything now. I don't need to do all these things. I got the woman of my dreams now. So I don't need to exercise anymore. I don't need to impress her anymore. But you got to understand this. Ooh, hold on. You got to understand this. You are doing this for yourself and for no one else. Because if you're laying on that bed in your bedroom and you can't get up, guess what? Everyone else is going where they're going. and you're sitting there or laying there and can't go. Everyone is going into the ocean. When you get to the beach, I should say, they're going in, they're swimming, they're enjoying that wonderful water, and you can't do nothing because you refuse to take care of your body. I even do breathing exercise. Breathing exercise, I just breathing deep. Hold it, exhale. Hold it, exhale. The next one we're going to do, and I got some different bands. The next exercise I'm going to do, these bands are rated at 22.5 kilograms each, and I put 2 on there to give me some more resistance as well. Besides doing that one right there, pulling in, I use these in this way, like this. You put them under your foot. Make sure when you pull, they're not going to slip off. And then you just simply go up and down like you doing the barbells. 1. If they're too tight, you can adjust your stand. Either move your feet closer or wider, and you'll give you less resistance or more resistance. You don't have to be outside to do this. And it doesn't take up much space in your house or in your office. And like I said, you don't have to outdo anyone. Just do what you're comfortable doing. It is your body. You know how much you can handle. You just do what it takes for you. And I even do it this way. If you make a stand, you can up, shoulders, and you will feel it. You will know how much. If you need more stand, or you could get some shorter band, but I like to use these like that. You'll feel that in your shoulder. And again, I would use it this way too, in the back, but I would use this one instead, like this. You move back a little bit, and you could do like you're boxing. 1, 2, 1, 2. All those are exercises that you can do, yes, you can use, or you can do to help increase your heartbeat, your heart rate. And also, as you breathe in and out deeply, you are exercising your lungs. And as you breathe deeply, you find yourself, when it's time for you to speak, you can speak more comfortably without being short of breath, because you're expanding and contracting your lungs. They're exercising. And when it's time for you to talk or to speak in any stage or wherever you are, you will be able to speak more comfortably and not finding yourself out of breath like I am now. So, but this one, if you look it up on YouTube, there is channels there that will show you so many other exercise that you can do with this one. You could do the leg, because I have the other pieces that I could tie to my leg and just go out, in and out like that. Stretch your leg or up. So there's so many exercises that you can do with this one little simple thing that will help you to feel good about yourself. Because guess what? When you feel good about yourself, your productivity increase. You feel good about yourself. You want to be more engaged with your family. Let's go to the park. Let's go to the beach. Or I'll go shopping with you. All these different things. You feel like you can do some things. And when you do some things for yourself, like when I work on my car, I feel so good about what I'm doing. I want to do more, because it's not that you're cheap and you don't want to spend that money, but when you do something for yourself, it makes you feel like you still are here with a sense of purpose. You're not just here, just living, just waiting for the time to come when you die and you go on to, like they say, go on to glory. You feel like you can make more of a contribution to society and to your family, and then you can teach it to your children. When I'm able to change the brakes on my wife's car or change the oil or whatever I do, it makes me feel like I'm still contributing. I'm still have value that I can give to others around me. And for most of our men and women, when they get to a certain age, 50s, like they are embarrassed by their age. They stop looking good. They stop grooming themselves and taking care of themselves. They just let themselves go. I mean, let's be real. How old do you think I am? I'm not desperate. I'm not no 20-year-old. And I'm proud of my age. I'm 60 years old this year. And I have already lived twice as much as some people. And I can give them advices that about things that they have not even experienced yet. Yes, the Bible said there's nothing new under the sun. But you got to understand that there's some people who already experienced those things and can pass them on to them. There was a time when I was ashamed. Oh, a 40-year-old or 50-year-old, you're getting old. You know, as a man think he becomes, there's people who are 90-year-old and still doing things, running their business, taking care of their family, still driving, still doing things. But that's why I always says the man whose mind has not been renewed, you will find him at the back of the line because he just taken from society. Society is just giving him these advice, just like you have some medication. They tell you if you take this medication, okay, it'll get rid of the cold, but now you're facing with 15 different side effects. That now you need 15 more different medicine when you could have used some kind of plant-based, or you can seek divine healing, whatever it is. But if you don't know, how can you apply? They say that what you don't know won't hurt you. That's one of the biggest lies a man can ever tell another man or woman, whoever it is. What you don't know can kill you. If you don't know, putting your hand in an electric outlet or putting a spoon or a fork in there or a screwdriver, if you're not doing it the right way, using the screwdriver to handle that the right way, it can kill you if you don't know. But they're telling you what you don't know won't hurt you. That's one of the worst things you could tell one of your children. Not taking care of your body, not taking care of your temple can set you back so far. You can want to do some things, but you can't do it. Even as little as stretching, as simple as stretching, being able to stretch, get up, is when you got to get out of a chair somewhere if you want to go someplace, unless you want somebody to really wheel you around. But even as simple as stretching, it have nothing to do with age. If you continue, like I love what Jesus Christ said, even more blessed is the one who hear the word of God and put them into practice. You put your exercise into practice, you're bending. Even when you're 65 years old, you can still get up out of that chair. The mind, the mindset, as a man think he becomes. I do my stretching, even like a simple stretching like this. Try to look back as far as you can. If you don't start, guess what? You'll find yourself being so tight. It's not that anything wrong with you. You just need to start. Start little by little. And as you stretch, it begin to loosen up, just like the band. As you pull the band, it stretch, you know. And the more you pull it, the more it stretch. If you can start just doing a little bit, even if you can't go down by yourself, find a chair, find a door handle, anything you can hold on. Get some assistance, and you do your bending. And as you continue to do that, you'll find yourself doing it on your own, balancing yourself, all these different things. But people are passing on these things to other people, talking about, oh, wait, when you reach 50, all your bones going to begin to crack. You can't walk. You're going to need stick. And this man or this woman who received that began to think about it that way. and they are expecting it. And because they're in the place of receiving, it comes upon them. Next thing you know, every time they get up, it hurts because it's already in the mind. That seed was already planted in the mind. There's nowhere I've heard in the scriptures you read, I don't know if you ever read it, where when you get to a certain age, the creator cuts your portion. Now you can't get as much as you was getting when you was 25. There is nothing I ever read about that. It is up to you. You create your destiny. If you want to be healthy and strong, watch what you put in your mouth, what your portion, how much you're putting on, how often. Everything is done in moderation. Everything is done in moderation. Even sleep, even drinking water. You could drink so much water that your stomach can upset. You have to drink in moderation. Tea, green tea is good for you, very good for you. You got to drink in moderation, all these different things. But there is never a time that I read that when you get to a certain age, these things have to come upon you. Never. That is man made up law. That is man made up tradition that they're passing on to each other. Those who are willing to receive it, they receive it, and that's it. I love feeling good. I don't I'm not looking forward to getting old. As long as I have the breath of the creator inside of me, the spirit inside of me, and I have the right mind, the mindset to think and to believe and to understand. As I think, I become. It's like you preparing or you creating your own destiny. If you think you're going to be old and feeble and all that at 40, that's what you're going to get. But if you think you're going to be able to hit a punch at 60, that's what you're going to get. It's up to you. So the question is, what do you want to do? Are you going to sit there and let people tell you that for the rest of your life? Because you're 62, because you're 60, because you're 59, because you're 55, that you're old now and go sit down somewhere? Think about the life that you have lived. The guy who is 30 years old, you already lived twice his life, and you have twice as much value that you can share with him. But when you think about yourself, oh, I'm too old, I don't know nothing. This is new age. Guess what? And you still reading that there's nothing new under the sun. You already gathered so much valuable information that you could pass on to somebody else. But you're keeping them to yourself. And not even keeping them to yourself. It's there, but you don't know, because as a man think, you already don't think that you can. And that's what comes upon you. It's there. If you can really realize it through your renewed mind. Through renewed mind, it just changed the way you think, change the way you see things. You changing when it was telling you sticks and stone will never break, sticks and stone can break your bones, but words cannot harm you. You remember they used to tell you that sticks and stone will break your bones, but word cannot harm you. Words can destroy you. So what you do, you back up and you change the way you think. You begin to see the value and the power of words, that you're mindful what comes out of your mouth. Sticks and stone don't have to hit you to destroy you. It can, but that's not the only way to hurt someone. Your words can incriminate you and take you right into that place, incarceration, and you lose your mind because it's not something that you're accustomed to. It just destroys you. Your words. So that's why we talk about a renewed mind. We're talking about changing and see yourself the way you're supposed to see yourself. See yourself the way the Creator see you. You're more than a conqueror. You are strong. You are smart. You are wise. But when you tell yourself that you can, and wait until you get to 65, and nobody, you can't drive anymore, or you can't enjoy the nice car or the nice house, or you're gonna buy a house now. How you gonna pay for that? You have breath in your body. You can call those things. You can speak life. You have so much wisdom, ideas that is flowing through you. Ideas. They say AI is so smart, but who is programming AI? Wisdom. Wisdom. Human being is programming AI. But because some of them are thinking that the tool that they create is smarter than them, that's when they begin to hurt them. That's when they begin to hurt them. You're the one who created that. You should know, just like God knows the ins and out of your body. You should know how everything works. He knows how every part of the body works. That's why he is teaching us how to use our words to heal our body, to produce things, to do all these things. And even with this right here, as simple as this, can keep you strong and healthy. If you think, if I just do a little bit every day, I'm stretching, I'm increasing my power, my muscles are growing. If you think that way, that's what you're going to get. But if you think, well, wait until I'm 40, and when I'm 40, I have to cut back on everything, that's what you're going to get. Again, love you guys. Until next time, I'll keep showing you a little bit of my secrets that I'm doing, a little bit of exercise I do. I get on the floor at time. I get on the floor. You'd be surprised to see I'm on the floor doing my thing. But I don't want to hold you long for today. That's it for the day. Find you some bands. You got those in your house? You got to put them right between there, close to the hinges. And then you pull. You pull. Then you exercise. And you'll be surprised to see what that will do to your body right here in your house. You don't have to leave. I'm still in my office, still doing my thing. Love you guys. Peace. Until next time, I feel good. Yeah, I feel good.